Well, hello everybody, welcome back once again to Thea's StarCraft YouTube. Pretty much what I do here is I watch StarCraft 2, and so do you! Because if I'm casting this game, obviously you're watching it too. It's logic. You guys are probably going to school, right? Unlike me, I'm actually past school. I'm actually way past school, but I need to go back anyway and finish my bachelor's. You know what I need to do to get my bachelor's degree? I need to take a test. I need to take a friggin' test. I dropped out because it was a bad time in my life, and certain things just weren't going my way. So I decided to drop out of college, like, right before I got my bachelor's, and so here I am, like, 4 years later, going back now, trying to get in touch with the stupid people, but they won't return my phone calls. Ugh. Hate you, universities. The educational system of America just drives me crazy, but that is a rant that I will save for a later time in this game, like the 4-minute mark. If nothing exciting happens, I will just start, I'm gonna get on my soapbox, and I'm gonna stand on it, and I'm going to rant and rave about the educational system of America because it sucks! I hope that wasn't too loud. I stepped away from the mic before I yelled. But now my voice is shot. Anyway, BlackCat on the top left-hand corner as our Terran player. I'm crying a little bit. Anyway, and Lamb, our favorite Zerg, in the bottom right-hand corner. Game number 3. Game number 1, Lamb sort of kind of threw it. He had the victory. Okay, I'm just going to say that Lamb won game number 1. And then he just sort of kind of like, hey, BlackCat, I don't need this. Do you want it? And then BlackCat was like, sure, I'll take it. And, and that was in the form of BlackCat just, dropping Lamb at his expansions and sort of kind of just taking out his, what are you doing? What is going on? Like, there's 300 minerals for BlackCat, but he's not doing anything with it. Hello, wake up. You're not even finishing your wall? He's gonna build his expansion first, apparently, BlackCat is. He's not even gonna finish his wall, as Lamb is now positioning his overlord over the main of BlackCat. I'd like to put my overlord right about here, so that I can see the gas, the natural expansion, and see when that's going down. But Lamb now here also with, again, a fast expand with a spawning pool that is done, and actually, no, it just finished. Haha. And gas now that also just finished. And there's the wall from BlackCat. 2 more barracks on the way, hoping to do something different. I don't know what, Lamb could probably do the same strategy and just, crush him. What BlackCat needs to do differently than it did from last game is not lose his initial attack, because in game number 2 what BlackCat did, in case you guys didn't see it, in case you skipped from game number 1 to game number 3, which I wouldn't entirely blame you if you did, but what happened in game number 2 was BlackCat pushed out with an initial attack at near the beginning of the game. And by the way, in case you guys didn't know, none of these guys are on my team. I'm on Team Void. Neither of these guys are on my team also. So, but anyway, one of them's on, like, team. I should probably start memorizing what team these guys are on before I cast the games. But this one was kind of impromptu because I have to be at my parents' house in, like, 2 minutes. Literally. Like, it's 2 minutes until I have to be at my parents' house. And whatever. I'm just going to visit with my dad, eat some zucchini and cucumber in hummus. Have you guys had cucumber in hummus? Oh, it's delicious. Hummus itself. No, okay, you go to the store, you get the hummus in like the big tubs. Don't get the one with the sun-dried tomato in the middle. I mean, yeah, it still tastes good, but the other vat of hummus that you can get that doesn't have that, it's just a plain hummus, no extra flair or anything. It's so good. It's very salty, and you just put it on your cucumber and you eat it, and it's great. Or zucchini. It works good with zucchini too, because zucchini is like cucumber, only it's just a tad bit more bland, I think, and a little bit more rough of a texture. Cucumber's more smooth. Zucchini is kind of like, it's not as moist and you can, like, you know, it's kind of coarse compared to cucumber, that is. Not compared to, like, you know, a banana or anything like that. But anyway, how many more of those ideas can I put in your head? I don't know. Sparring Crawler now going down from Lamb. Again, anticipating that initial push from BlackCat, but I don't think it's going to happen, because BlackCat's turtling in pretty hardcore right now. But he is he's kind of prepared. Lamb is preparing himself for both scenarios, because he has this Ling out here waiting to spot that third base from BlackCat, because this is the third base location on Ohana Beach. And before, I wasn't sure what the game order was, but now I am absolutely certain this is game number 3, because both players seem to be correcting mistakes that they've made in the previous 2 games. So I can see that now. This is definitely game number 3. And if I'm wrong, well, then... whatever. Is this an initial push from Lamb? Probably just going to poke in here and see what BlackCat is up to. He probably should with all these Lings. Just take like a couple Lings, just run them up there, and be all like, oh, there's a whole bunch of Marines behind supply depots that I should probably not be concerned about, which means that I can grab a third. Very, very shortly, some Lings should be busting down these rocks now, and I'm surprised I even have the production tab out. 2 reactors going down, one on this factory probably going to be swapped out with that starport, I would imagine. Is it gonna swap? 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 Is it gonna wrong? Lings on the rocks. That's probably what he's concentrating on. Oh, yep, there's the swap right there. Just wearing him down a little bit. And BlackCat should have spotted that by now. Yes, he did. Kind of. Maybe. Not really. I mean, you know, he can see that the rocks are down in health, but I just don't think that he was able to see the Lings sort of kind of breaking him down there. Anyway, bunker, a second bunker now going down at BlackCat's natural, and a third from Lamb, the appropriate response to this build from our Terran player. And is that a fourth? I don't know, let's see. Yes! Haha! That is a 4th base going down from Lamb. Oh! How about that? Wow, a 4th base in response to a Terran's 2. Now, Lamb, actually, I'm sorry, is going to know this is on the way because he had a Ling at the watchtower that just got killed by all these guys. And he has another Ling at this watchtower, which is going to see him come down. Also, is there anything on the production tab to confront this? It looks like 32 Lings are on the way. Does he have his Bailey Nest? He has a Bailey Nest, but I don't think that he thinks he's got enough, and that 3rd base was canceled. That was probably a good idea, so they could get more Lings out right away, and there they are, those big, beautiful Lings. And these Marines, are they going to finish off the rocks for our Zerg player? No, but they are going to supply block him. Ouch! As Husky has been so fond of saying, quite heavily. Our Zerg player is supply blocked quite heavily. No more units on the field. BlackCat's gonna wait till they get a good surround. There he goes, but no. BlackCat is... oh no. Oh. Bye-bye. BlackCat looked like he was not going to let Lamb get the surround by stopping on the ramp, but they just sort of kind of kept on going. It's that primordial instinct that maybe if you back up enough, your opponent is going to leave you alone, but no. Lamb was being a tad bit more aggressive than that. Queen on the way at his 3rd base, which is actually positioned where the 4th or 5th base would be. Actually, for a Zerg player, that would be the 4th location, because this is definitely not the 5th base, because that is expanding closer to your opponent, which is what you do not want to do as a Zerg player. Lamb coming up here with a nice little counterattack. Is BlackCat ready for it? He does have his 3rd command center on the way. And he's going to be busting down these rocks for Lamb. In his favor. But he's going to back out with that counter push there, I do believe. But he could... oh man, Lamb could so easily just go right in here and bust down this wall right now. It's too bad that he doesn't realize it. Oh man. Maybe if he had, you know, an Overlord in there. I don't know. This Zergling is dead, though. That is for darn sure. And all these Marines are going to have a pick on the Zerg day. Oh, nope. They're going to back out. And they're going to... Oh, no. BlackCat is just going to let that one Zergling get in the way of that third base, as all of these Marines are going to die. All of them. Except for these ones that are being loaded into the medevac. Even the reinforcements are going to get taken out. Lamb, just on top of the map control. BlackCat, is he going to lift this off first? Or is he going to turn it into an orbital command first? I don't know, we'll see. As Lamb probably going to be morphing in more banelings here. Look at how many minerals Lamb has. Holy crap! At least he's not supply blocked. But oh man, look at that. Oh, surrounding all of these Marines out there just outside of BlackCat's third. And yes, that third base was going to be transformed into an orbital command before being lifted off and planted, and that is all she wrote for Lamb. There is nothing else from BlackCat except for a small pithy drop. I don't even know if pithy is an actual word. Pithy. A small, pitiful drop from BlackCat. Just down here at the third, while as you can see on my cursor, Lamb's just going to town in BlackCat's main. Oh! I'm so glad I got back just in time to see that. Actually, I think that happened before, just like a few seconds before, but the game was all like, that is such a huge hit, I don't want this player to miss out on that. So, and that drop being cleaned up by Lamb. Oh, that was the biggest SCV Baneling hit I'd ever seen in my entire life. Oh, that was beautiful and gorgeous. That is such, that just makes watching the whole game totally worth it. Totally worth it. BlackCat out here with those Marines that were probably loaded in that medevac. Where are the rest of those Marines that I just found? Wow. Look at that, he has no more production. Lamb has so many lings on the field that can just so easily become banelings. This is it for BlackCat. This has got to be it. Of course, I said that for game number 1, 2. I mean, not 1 and 2. Game number 1 also, I said that was it for BlackCat. But Lamb didn't have banelings in game number 1, I don't believe. I don't remember, at least. He went for more of a roach ling infestor build. And then later on got out corruptors and brood lords. And what is BlackCat doing? Is he going to stay in this game? This is going to make me so angry. Look at this, going after the 4th base. Going after Lamb's 4th. Taking it out with ease. And there's a whole bunch of roaches from Lamb. And this is just going to catch BlackCat completely off guard, as he is way out of position to deal with this, but he is going to drop in the main anyway and do a base race, which he can get away with doing, because if he can take out the spawning pool and the roach warren, he still has plenty of Marines that he can just back into a corner and take out any kind of Zergling oppression. And there goes the spawning pool. Nope, the spawning pool is back here. Oh man, if BlackCat took out that spawning pool first and then the roach warren, and oh, that would have been so deadly for Lamb. But instead he took out the main base, which is, you know, he took out the hatch, and that's cool and all, but he can still make roaches with those other bases still alive. Although, oh man, look at that saturation Lamb has it as natural. That is so oversaturated. No, put some guys on your 3rd, it's ready to be mined out. But look at all these roaches that Lamb has now in GG's main. BlackCat with the GG. And didn't wait for Lamb to GG himself. What a game. What a game. BlackCat, you know, you went out fighting, man. And I admire that, and I respect you, man. And I can't wait to meet you guys on the battlefield because, well, you know, I probably will. I'm only in Silver League, I know. So, what am I doing? Nothing. Nothing of importance. Anyway, that was game number 3. Thanks again for watching, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the series of BlackCat versus Lamb. Thanks again for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and you guys have a good night. I'm going to go eat some zucchini and cucumber with hummus.